Basketball Society.
What's going on, guys? Alex Fischbein back again for another Fisch's Friday rant by way of the Basketball Society. Make sure you check us out. Twitter, Facebook, website, all of that. So, I come to you today to talk about USA basketball. We're going to talk a little bit about the schedule that was released as well. And I'll leave you guys with a little question, something to think about. If you have an answer for it, just leave it in the comments below or hit us up on Twitter and we can talk about it. All right. So, USA basketball. Let's start there. So, yesterday, my roommate and I were talking about, we were looking at the picture of the guys who were at the mini camp, and we were just brainstorming, just right off the top of our heads, right there, right then, about who we think should be on the team. And when we looked at it, it really went like this. So we started with the centers, right? And we said, all right, Anthony Davis. He's got to be there. It's Anthony Davis. He's top, in my opinion, he's top 3 in the league already. Definitely can be MVP very soon, if not next year. Number 2 center, we were saying Dwight Howard. I mean, he's got that veteran presence, great defender, still can grab tons of rebounds, and still an offensive threat as well. And for the 3rd center, I believe we said would be Andre Drummond, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking at this list right here, and yeah, we were saying Andre Drummond. So it would be Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond, and Dwight Howard as the 3 centers for Team USA. We decided just to throw 3 out there, because we all know that the NBA is evolving into small ball, and that all of our guys are going to be ready to play power forward and stuff like the small, Durant and LeBron and Melo. Those guys can play power forward and stuff like that. So, that's going to happen. So we're just going to, we stuck with 3 centers for the time being. So after that, we went through the small forwards. Our thought process kind of went like this. So Harrison Barnes, we were like, he's good. He had that championship experience, but now he's not going to cut it. Draymond Green, we decided he will not make it at either. Tobias Harris, we said no. LaMarcus Aldridge, it was really hard to leave him off, but we ended up saying no for LaMarcus Aldridge. If you kept 15, we were saying that you would keep LaMarcus Aldridge, definitely. If we have 4 centers, throw LaMarcus on there for sure. But then so then we went to then Carmelo. We said yes, Carmelo's gonna be there. That's not even bad. Oh, wow, my fault, guys. Let me jump back real quick. Centers, take out Drummond. We meant Cousins. Completely forgot. So you got Cousins, Howard, and Anthony Davis as your 3 centers because, you can't leave Cousins out. Cousins definitely has to be on there. So, all right, 3 guys we got. Cousins, Davis, Howard, and then we got Melo. Cause, it's obvious Melo's going to be there. Then we got Durant. That should be another obvious one. We're going to throw in Paul George in the forwards just because he plays small forward shooting guard. We're going to throw him in the forwards as well. So then you got 6 there. We said Blake Griffin, another forward for you. Hayward, that's not going to... He's a great player, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's going to make it over the rest of the guys. And then you got LeBron, Kawhi Leonard. And see, that's 9 guys right there. Actually, when I thought about it, Kawhi Leonard was kind of we had Kawhi Leonard just on the fence, like when we were thinking about that. Just because, there's still other shooting guards that we have to throw in there. Or not just other shooting guards, but other guards in general. So let's just keep it back at 8. All right, so then you jump into the guards. Chris Paul's definitely on there. Russell Westbrook's definitely on there. Steph Curry is definitely on there. So that's 11 right there. And then, it was really tough for the guards. Obviously we ended up going with James Harden. He was almost an MVP, so you got to go with James Harden for the guard on that point. But you still have great guys with Conley. Oladipo really looked good. Bradley Beal, another solid player. You still have DeRozan in there. Kyrie Irving and John Wall as well. And, it's really hard to lead those guys off. It definitely is, especially when you're trying to come up with a team in your head. You're like, wow, I could really use John Wall on my team. But it's like, when you think about it, yeah, I could definitely use John Wall on my team. I could use Mike Conley as well. But you still got Chris Paul. You still got Russell Westbrook. You still got the MVP, Steph Curry. And you got the guy who finished second in MVP with James Harden right there. And it's like, then you got to reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, well, I would like John Wall. I would love to have him on my team. John Wall's a great player. But at the same time, I'm still going to take Steph Curry, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul over him. And a lot of people don't even have John Wall as that borderline guy that could be on there. You still got Kyrie Irving. And he was on one of the best teams in the league. His team was in the finals. I know the whole LeBron carried him and stuff. I'm just saying. But dude, this Team USA is crazy. You get the most stacked team that you could ever think of. And that's not even counting some of the guys that are playing overseas, for different countries, like Gasol and guys like that. And when you think if they played for Team USA, that would be crazy. Some of these guys on Team USA, some of these borderline players, if they were, if they had dual citizenship, that's what I was thinking of. If they had dual citizenship, they would easily make it on the other country's team. And instead of being left out of the Olympics since they tried out for Team USA and didn't make it, they could at least go and play for a different country. But, that's just unfortunate if you don't have dual citizenship, if you weren't born there, or if you didn't get the citizenship, whatever it may be. So, let me just talk about the showcase real quick. Obviously, watching the showcase, there just wasn't much defense played at all. And it still made... I still thought it was pretty fun to watch. Everyone loves offense. Everyone loves the dunks and stuff. Sure, there wasn't much people, dunking on each other because there wasn't much defense played. But it was still fun to watch. And one guy that definitely, I thought, really impressed me was Victor Oladipo. He came off the bench and dropped about... I think it was 25, 26 points. He also had around... I think it was 9 rebounds. And he also dished out 5 assists. This is it's his first real time having the shot for Team USA, especially for the Olympics. It's his first time, and he was going up against the guy he was running for Rookie of the Year against, Michael Carter Williams, and a lot of people thought that Oladipo should have won that Rookie of the Year. Obviously, that's a debate for another time, but Oladipo really was taking it straight to him. He had the one, the dribble and pop right in his face for the 3. He had that crossover, got straight by him, and then dunked it over top of him. And he hit that little shimmy down there, too. I saw that, Oladipo. I saw that. And that was just fun. Then you got Carter Williams throwing it off the backboard to Blake Griffin. You got just Kawhi Leonard running the break and finish it with a big dunk. It was just fun to watch all around. Glad nobody really got extremely hurt or anything. Glad we didn't have another Paul George fiasco. That would have been terrible. But I also appreciated the fact that they just had other guys in the showcase, some smaller I don't want to say smaller name, but just kind of like lesser known guys. Like Amir Johnson got a chance to play a little. Who else? Elfrid Payton got a chance to play. It was nice seeing those guys out on the court with all of these other like big superstar guys. You know what I mean? Like it was nice to see them get a chance, get that feel for the Team USA speed and all that kind of stuff. And it was all around just fun to watch. I mean, it was some good TV. Probably would have been better if there was some defense, but I mean, you don't want anyone getting hurt. So it was as good as we're gonna get. So let's just look at the schedule that was released real quick. I mean, I'm not gonna look at the entire schedule. The one thing I want to look at really is the Christmas Day games, because I think these are a good batch of games this year. You got, to start it off at noon, you got the Pelicans versus the Heat, and I think that should be a fun game to watch, especially if the Heat stay healthy. I mean, you got Dragic, Wade, Bosh, and Justice Winslow going up against Drew Holiday, Tyreek Evans, Anthony Davis. Like that should be some good TV. Like that's a good way to just kick it off. And right after that, you get a great game with the Bulls versus the Thunder, especially if those two teams stay healthy. That's huge. I mean, I don't know if anyone saw the tweet from like the beginning of minicamp or anything, but there was word out there that Russell Westbrook said D Rose was looking back to himself again. And then one of the assistant coaches also said that D Rose and Russell Westbrook are neck and neck again. I mean, just the thought of that is crazy. Like, when I saw that, I was like, neck and neck? You mean, like, D Rose is back up to speed, like dunking, just finishing at the rim, all that kind of stuff again? That's bad news for the East, man. That's real bad news for the East. If D Rose is back in his, like, MVP caliber, and then you have an upgraded Jimmy Butler, or improved, I should say. Still got Dunleavy there. You got Pau Gasol now. You got Joakim Noah. And now a new coach who won't be, like, completely running these guys into the ground come playoff time. That's big. And then you got Durant coming back. You got Westbrook there still. I mean, you got Ibaka. Cantor was playing well for them before. So that should be an exciting game. And that's only the second out of 5 games in that lineup. Then you got the finals rematch of Cleveland at Golden State. We all know that's going to be a good one. And then that's at 5 o'clock. And then right at 8 o'clock, you got a battle down in Texas with San Antonio and Houston, with LaMarcus Aldridge now in San Antonio, and Houston making big strides like they did last year. That's going to be a really fun game to watch. And then you close it off at 10:30 with, it's not as good as the other games, but it's still Battle of LA, and you got the Clippers against the Lakers. At least you get to see, like, D'Angelo Russell. If Kobe's still healthy at that point, you get to see Kobe. An improved Clarkson. You got Roy Hibbert there as well. Lou Williams, Brandon Bass, and you can't forget Swaggy P. I mean, it's Christmas Day. You know he's got to show out somehow. You know that it's just a given. He's going to. That's just what's going to happen. And just imagine, like, just think about it. All right. Personally, I think this would be fun to watch. Say you got D'Angelo Russell running the point, then Lou Will at shooting guard with Swaggy P at small forward, and then Bass and, throw anyone in the center. Could be Hibbert. Just those three, just Russell, Lou, and Swaggy P, and then imagine them all three just showing out because it's Christmas Day. Like, yo, that would be fun to watch, especially against, like, Chris Paul, Redick, and them. That'd be some fun TV. Not gonna lie. So, I'm gonna leave you guys actually with 2 questions. One basketball related, one not so basketball related, just because this question's been on my mind all day, and I've been debating it all day as well. The one not basketball related is Goku versus the Hulk. I know some people might not have watched Dragon Ball Z. Most everyone knows what the Hulk can do, but Goku versus the Hulk. Leave your comments down below, or tweet me or tweet Basketball Society and say that like you saw the video, and give me a response to that one. Because right now, I've asked a good amount of people so far, and it's like 9-5 in favor of Goku so far. And then my other question is, I know we always talk about LeBron versus Jordan, but when I've been looking up stats and doing some research, and LeBron and Larry Bird are pretty comparable in their stats, like the all-around stats, like leading their teams, championships, all that kind of stuff. So what I want you to do is comment down below, one, who you think would win one-on-one, LeBron or Larry Legend, and two, if LeBron teamed up with Larry Bird, what other duo could beat them? All right, make sure you leave those down there. Goku versus the Hulk. Who would win one-on-one, LeBron or Larry Legend? If Larry and LeBron teamed up, what would be the duo that could beat them? Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back again next week with another Fish's Friday rant, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.